What is up? Oh man, I need to add more slides. It's a slideshow of 2 slides. I think that's I don't know if that's a slideshow. I don't know what that is. I need to make one for Discord reviews so that you can just know like what's up today. How you guys doing? 2 slides. What is happening? Darkland, what's up? Tobias, Reeds, Lucium, yo. Virus, dude, thanks for 3 months of subbing. Jopi, what's up? So the Friday streams are getting moved to Thursdays. And yeah. Yeah, so those are the portfolios we're viewing today. I'll drop those in chat right now. What's up, Nando? What's up, Cheeky? What's up? How you doing? What's up, D-Ran? Dude, that's your name now, D-Ran. Okay, let's get this started, huh? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, dude, it's all about so that you can drink on Fridays. So we're gonna start with Jonathan. Let's yeah. Let's see. Oh man. All the random shit is like building up in here. If I put my arms up here and then just like oh. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. What's up, sir? What's up, Sir Clue? All right. What's up, Robin? Pusher, what's up, dude? Yeah, I don't know. It's a little pillow. This is chilling in here. Okay, so aspiring environment artist. Does this go to a resume or does it go to the haha? Okay, so 3ds Max. Very good. X normal, sweet, substance. Oh, you're in Uppsala. Oh man. If your portfolio kicks ass, you're totally going to what do you call it? Machine Games. It'll probably be your first stop in the industry. Let me adjust my mic here. Get it nice up in my face. All right. Okay, so first up, we got our Artstation challenge. Let's get the concept up as well. Oh, dang, you pretty much nailed that. Most impressive. All right. Oh, man, these breakdowns are great, too. Helps you build the single asset. No one in here? What's up, I? What are you talking about, no one in here? What do you mean? I see plenty of people. Whoa. Oh, man. Dude, that's dark. Weathered steel. Okay, so it looks like you made this interior space. Looks pretty good. I'm like looking at the cables trying to see if there's like any tiling differences or like duplication stuff going on. Looks like it's all broken up pretty well. You caps. Hello. Hello. Reads you exist. I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Blended? So overall, this looks pretty strong. If we look at the image here, you can see there's a bit of a highlight on the top part of the body here. Man, that is so dark. Like grim dark. I think this could probably benefit from that. Let me see if I can Get some Photoshop. So I think with these bodies, you could probably benefit from having the top light kind of like that is in the concept. Right here, you see how it's a bit more orange, brighter. So we do that, maybe shift it more orange. And we'll just put a mask on it. Invert the mask. And then and you see how much more dynamic they become because of that. I guess I should have probably just, I'm just going to do it really fast so you can get the full effect. It's like this one's really dark too. Why is this one's darker than the other ones, which is really odd to me. Just like little tap there, little tap there. And then we'll just take this one. Something like that, and you just get a little bit more pop. What's up, Ricky? What did Advisable say? Emil, what's up, dude? Those are called nightmares. Oh my god. So in general, this looks pretty successful. There's some elements that I think are missing, just as far as like where the spotlights are visible and then how dark this value gets. You're missing that a little bit in here. I guess it could be a little more muted. Let me see here. Yeah, maybe something more like that. I don't know. Just so the spotlights become more apparent. You're missing the particles in the air as well. These little fragment pieces, the little dust particles. And your the emissives that are on these are really drawing attention to the arms above. When I think in the concept it's much more, yeah, it's much more subdued. So like up here, it's pretty, the only emissives that are really happening are on this. Oh, that's interesting. So like everything is kind of, and then it looks like you took some color liberties on the paneling, which is cool. A lens flare and done. Nice. Got a haircut, nice. Haircuts are the dope. So in general though, this is pretty successful. Whoa, why is that so dark? Oh, that's why. I see. Dude, that's cool with the character and stuff. Oh, that's really interesting too. So the only thing I would say here is like the stuff around here looks really low poly and probably just needs, is that, what is that? Is that like a dirt type stuff? It's kind of like a skirting. It probably just needs to come out a little further. Oh, I'm so good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm just muddying up your stuff. But bringing those details out would really help. Just so that you can get more, because like everything in here, you lose the sense of scale. There's no way to tell what scale things are. If there was something that was familiar, like maybe a bolt or a panel or a little touch panel that you can dial in a code or something, then immediately you get a sense of scale. Oh, nice. Some material breakdowns. That's cool. Dude, this is crazy that you went in and made these. I mean, I guess these are... I'm curious, like, if you made the characters or if you started with a base character and then went from there. I always love these animated GIFs too. Yeah, definitely getting the vibe as you continue forward. Oh, bodies. Ugh. Bevel everything. Remember I always say bevel everything? It's true. So in general, I think this is pretty successful, especially the fact that you're willing to good bevels equals moist. The fact that you were able to get some characters in here is pretty awesome. It's just a little bit of tuning, and I think it's already quite close to the concept. It's just adjustments. Close that one, and let's go to this one. So the throne room. Long live the king. This is pretty cool. Those windows are awesome. So I guess in this space, oh man, another GIF. This is great. Bevel. So you get a bit of scale with the chairs for free, right? So if we like look at the scale here, this sword looks like it might be a little short, but where things kind of break down a little bit for me, at least, is these wrinkles. They make this feel, what is it? Really small. Like the scale of everything just shrinks, and I think it's the way that the fabric is wrinkling. It feels really thick. The other things I would comment on is this back wall. It's like if you could make it a different material, or maybe like the brick pattern that's in the background has something going on that frames this more. So everything is here. And like you can do patterns of something like wood, or maybe like, I don't know, it just feels like something needs to be framing the throne more, and then the wall or the ground should be made out of something different, or the value should be different. Maybe the ground is lighter and the walls are darker, and then it could then be the same stone. The light coming in through the windows is pretty interesting. It's much more stylized than what you would expect, I guess, but it still looks cool. And I can always appreciate an environment artist that takes the time to put effects, even if they're stolen. And by stolen, I mean used from the store or whatever's in Unreal. One thing I really like is the storytelling that you're trying to do with the sword. There's blood on it. There's a little bit of blood here, but I think right now that blood's pretty soft or like misted. I think if that was maybe a sharper edge, it'd probably read better. Like basically like the blood is here, that has a much sharper edge to it. Like where it's blood and where it isn't blood. Let's see what else we got here. In general, this one's pretty cool. There's just some scale issues with like, I don't know if you tried placing a character in here while you were building stuff out, just to get a sense of like someone sitting on these chairs, or like how big these wrinkles are versus the character. I like that you've torn up the banner a bit. Maybe if I tear it a little bit more, that could be pretty cool. Oh man, knock. Woohoo. Thanks, dude. 4 months. Have we been? That's crazy. That's crazy. We've been doing it for 4 months already. Tileable material. Tutorial learnings. Oh, this one's cool. So wait, this is photogrammetry? Reddington, I am keeping the Friday streams that have been moved officially to Thursdays. I commented on it this morning and then reminded everyone again in the afternoon. Yeah, it helps a little bit with the scheduling for the Ninja subs, and then also like it frees up my Friday to be lazy. I can be lazy on a Friday, which is kind of nice. Oh, this is a cool material. There's a seam right here. I don't know if you can see that. This is really interesting though. Getting the you've got metallic and then just paint. It's nice. Oh, this is cool too. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. I think warping the veins in the marble will help bring it in a little bit more. But you've got some nice subtle values that are happening in the light range of your white marble. Dude, I love that you've just put all of the tutorials that you like absorbed into one thread. This is great. Snow, guys. Snow. So this one looks like ZBrush sculpting on a plane, you know? I think if you're going to go this route, usually the best approach for something like this is to first model in, like if you want to use ZBrush for the process, the workflow is usually to model out the walls. I'll show you really fast. We got 9 minutes left on this portfolio. I'll go here. And then I'll do a really quick and dirty tiling demo. Okay, so if this is your, let's say that this is your 0 to 1, right? Okay, so this is your brick. So if you look at it from the top down like this, oh, we gotta rotate this. We'll actually tilt this too. There we go. Oops. That's awesome. Okay, so let's say this is your tile. We need a few more down at the bottom here. And then if you tile this way, what you're trying to do is cover up this edge. As long as that edge is always covered up, you're good. Leave that. we go. Okay, so actually we need to delete that one because this one's the tiler. So what you can do is grab all these, and if you go to wireframe, if you dupe it and you use this as your pivot, and then you move it to the next pivot, and then for these guys you do the same, where it's this corner, you dupe it down to this corner. Those now officially tile. So if you offset these, you'll be seamless wherever these are. So what you do is you'd model all these out, right? Where are we at here? You'd model all these out, and then you could bring this into ZBrush, and if you instance some of these, you can just sculpt out a couple of them, and then you're good. What's up, Lorg? How you doing? But yeah, you just fill the rest of the inside. Like I did this in Shadow of Mordor. I got the character team to give me a rigged like slave, and I propped the slave along the edges in different poses, and then it was technically seamless. And then I propped like bodies to fill in the rest of the center area, and then you had like a tileable body pile. It was great, and you had the height map too, so you could like blend the dirt and stuff into them. Okay, so let's move on here. So this pistol is pretty fucking cool. It's super stylized, but it looks awesome. I mean, that when you go stylized like this, there's not really much you can comment on other than maybe like how you executed the stylization or how you baked down the stylized look. This is really cool though. I think just approaching your, like this gets a little wobbly. Cleaning that up a little bit, and I think you're good. Because this is pretty cool. Maybe playing around with the roughness on here to get some patterns, or specular if you're using specular for this. It's pretty sick. Cool style. Nice. It's fun. And this looks like it's probably, this might be your older one, your oldest piece on there. It's pretty cool, interesting design. Desert Cruiser. Is this based off a concept? Let me see if it says up here. Heavily inspired by, yep, cool. So heavily inspired, which is, I guess that means you took some liberties. Oh man, dude, that's a great angle pose. Yeah, that's super cool. I think where it's breaking down does it need some material separation for just definition. Like I'd love to have these feel like they're made of like a rubber. Right now they just feel like dusty metal. And maybe that's what you're intending. It just like having some good material separation would be really, really nice. This front area is cool. These could maybe afford to be thicker, just so they don't come off so sharp. But in general, the design of this is really interesting. This is cool too. Man, I want to see that animated. Just like flapping in the wind. Super cool. So, aspiring environment artist. Right now you've got 2 environments. You've got a bunch of substances. So you've proven that you at least are familiar with substance. You've got a weapon, which is some fan art base, and then a vehicle. I would suggest expanding on these. Taking your, if you want to be an environment artist, taking all these little props, separating them out so that we can see how you executed each prop. Same with this one. I don't think... Let me see here. Yeah, this one's better. This one's more separated out. Maybe I missed it here. No. Yeah, so just breaking down the scene into like a kit so you can just see all the pieces. Yeah, I think it looks like you're upgrading with each piece you've done. Like your quality is getting better and better. I think just focusing on like how materials interact with each other, strong composition. Like this is good that this isn't like directly centered up. It could maybe be offset a bit more to the right. and then maybe filling up the ground edge here with stuff like boxes or sci-fi crates or something, just something to break up this edge. And then that'll probably help with scale as well. This shot, actually, if you had the shadow of the person that's walking, casting along the floor and then maybe going up this a little bit, that could be pretty cool. But other than that, I would say just concentrating on your material work, and I think it's just your materials that right now are kind of making your assets not look fully polished yet. Really landing on your roughness details, as well as like getting your normals really nice and clean. Like it looks like you've got maybe some normal warping happening here, where this isn't fully like planar. Yeah, this is awesome. Dude, that's freaking gnarly. Yeah, and just some more stuff to play with along the floor. I wish I had more to say on it, because overall this is executed really well. It's just very, very clean. And I guess maybe the concept it's really clean. Yeah, it is pretty clean in the concept also. It's interesting. Man, they're like giant video cards. Like straight up, those are video cards, man. That's amazing. Anyways, well done. Just concentrate on your materials, roughness, and lighting. And I think you'll land yourself in a pretty good spot with your scenes. I don't think you're ready for a position yet in the industry. One more scene that's really showing the lighting and materials just shining and all nice and hot. Like, I think you'll be in a good spot. I don't see you taking too much longer to get to that. Like if you cranked out another scene in 3 months, or maybe 2 scenes in 6 months, that's pretty long per scene. But yeah, I think you can start looking for a junior position after that. Just make sure to do breakdowns of all your stuff. But yeah, super cool. And this is really interesting. I like that you straight up were like, these are tutorials, and I learned a bunch. This is my learning thread. And then you even credited a tutorial, like tutorial artist, if you want to call it that. Anyway, super cool. All right, we're gonna switch to the next portfolio. I will be right back. I'm gonna drink some coffee. 2 seconds.